Top of the morning, everyone. It is June 11th as Bill sees it, reading from A Child of God and Recovering Alcoholic Addict. You know with what? Let's have a moment of silence for those still out there in pain and suffering, please. Thank you. A saving principle. The practice of admitting one's defeat to another person is, of course, very ancient. It has been validated in every century, and it characterizes the lives of all spirituality centered and truly religious people. But today, religion is by no means the sole advocate of this saving principle. Psychiatrists and psychologists point out the deep need every human being has for practical insight and knowledge of his own personality flaws, and for a discussion of them with an understanding and trustworthy person. So far as alcoholics are concerned, AA would go even further. Most of us would declare that without a fearless admission of our defects to another human being, we could not stay sober. It seems plain that the grace of God will not enter to expel our destructive obsessions until we are willing to try this. You know, for me, it's very true. I remember when I was going through the steps the first time with my sponsor, we got to step 4 to do the amends and write them down on paper and then share them. And I told him, yeah, man, I'll do it this weekend. And 3 months goes by, and he said, hey, you ever going to get to them amends and do 4th step? And I said, oh yeah, it's not as easy as I thought. And it wasn't. It brought up a lot of emotions and a lot of things I didn't really want to think about. But once I did, the willingness, talks about it at the end here, the willingness, God's grace. Once I wrote them down, actually, once I started writing them down on paper, I think the very first sentence, I started crying. And then, okay, that's over with. I got them all out, the ones that I could remember. I got them all out and wrote it on paper. So, okay, this is good. And then I had to go share it with my sponsor, to another human being, like the book says, a saving principle. And I said, well, writing it down was hard, but I can share it. I'm good with that. Same deal. We sat down and I started bawling before I could even start talking about it. It was like, but God released these emotions for me to heal, if that makes sense. It just it lifted a lot of stress off of me. We're going to have stress every day of our lives. Everything, a lot of things happen. There's a lot of decisions you have to make every day. I mean a ton. There's a number out there somewhere. Statistically, there's a lot. But I'm grateful, by the grace of God, that I'm able to not pick up a drink today. I'm grateful that I get up out of bed. I'm able to do these videos and hopefully help somebody one day. I'm grateful that I can breathe His air another day. And maybe, improve myself. And that's all I want to do. And learn more about God. I read more this morning in the Bible than I have in a while. And I've been in a funk lately, but it's once I start reading in the Bible, man, it's just like, bam. He pulls you right out. It's amazing. So, DJ, I'm praying for you, brother. Son, I lift up prayers for you. So, he's got you, just like he has me. I love you, man. I hope y'all have a blessed day. Stay safe out there. I love y'all. Peace.